Hey, what's up? Sorry my voice sounds a little hoarse. I'm probably going to do one or two more little odd videos. They'll probably be short as possible. Well, this one will be shorter than the next one, where I talk a bit about all the stuff I started looking through, all the small channels I was hunting through to better explain why I had my stance on my last video about the small YouTubers losing their monetization. As I wasn't trying to destroy anybody, but I was trying to make a point clear that there were a lot of small channels that were complaining but not putting in any effort. And someone, I think it was TRZ, said he hoped that I wouldn't start bitching when they took monetization from me because people under 100K are next. And I replied that I don't care, because for people who are new to my channel, when I started it, I didn't have any monetization up for 2 years by choice, because I felt what I was doing wasn't good enough. I hadn't found my voice yet. I think I'm better than I was. That's why I allowed some monetization, but I'm not where I want to be, as it's an ever-growing process still trying to figure me out. That's why I rejected all the offers I had for Patreon. You have no idea how many emails, comments, and messages on YouTube, Facebook, etc. where people were telling me, hey, why don't you have a Patreon? I'd love to support you. And I tell them, well, I don't feel like my content's at that point yet where it's worthy of someone's money, you know? I don't feel like I've hit that spot where I'm like, okay, what I'm doing is hot enough that I could take donations and stuff and use it towards my channel and not feel guilty, because then I'd already have something to show where people could look. I've always been that type of guy. I wanted you to realize that what I'm presenting to you is worth your time and value. That's the same approach I took with music in my band. When I went on stage, I made sure the motherfuckers out there knew who the fuck I was and what I was about. I went out there looking like goddamn David Bowie during Ziggy Stardust, okay? There were costumes, lighting, smoke machines. I do not recommend if you sing. You will choke yourself to death on a smoke machine and sound like this. So I just want to make that clear, that I'm not motivated by money here. I don't care about the money. What little money I do get, it all goes to my mother. Yeah, I don't really tell people that, because it's like my personal life and stuff, and I don't really want to talk about stuff like that, but that's where I'm at. Also, I've had companies contact me and offer to pay me to promote their games. And a lot of the times, most of the games I felt weren't that great. Those companies probably see this and they get mad at me, but it's the truth. And I felt like there was no way that I could promote these games to the people who follow me and just collect a check and not give a shit. You know, like, oh, go check it out. It's a great game, and I get paid every time you fucking download or play it or whatever. You know, no, dude. That's not how I roll. It's not what I'm about at all. I want people to genuinely understand me as a person. I want people to genuinely know that, I'm not out to screw anybody. I'm not out to rip anyone off. I'm not out to mislead you. I do make mistakes. And overall, I just wanted to be a voice for the people at this point. I'm looking at how do I reach more people, because that's what matters to me. And I agree, some of this does seem like a censorship move. Even the bigger YouTubers are now going to be subject to manual review. So censorship is in the mix, don't get me wrong. I see that. And I'm not quite sure what to do or what we can do, because YouTube's the only game in town. VidMe came in and fucking floundered. So we need something else. A lot of people are screaming for Amazon to be heroes, but you know, you can never look for corporations to be heroes. Either way, we will be someone's slave. But while I was going through the comments on the video, someone said, you know, Sony Vegas and Photoshop cost money. Vegas was $20 on Humble Bundle for so long, dude. Sony Vegas $14. And let's face it, how many people actually own a legitimate copy of Photoshop at this point anymore? And on top of that, you can get a Photoshop key from Adobe for cheap, like $9 a month. You know, just throwing it out there, letting people know. Anyway, I got a message. This one actually I liked. PimptatoPCs wants to do a collabo with me. And I'm sitting here, I go to his thing, and you know what? I like what he's doing. I think he's got a good channel. This guy is showing you some water loop stuff, bending tube lines. He's fixing potato PCs. He's customizing shit for GPUs. This guy's channel's fucking legit. Craigslist shopping spree. That video's old. That's a year old. I was about to say, because there's no way you get on Craigslist and get that graphics card for cheap anymore. No fucking way with the miners out now. So I wanted to give him a serious shout out, because I'm liking what I'm seeing here, in all honesty. And if you like computers, I know a lot of people on my channel for tech stuff, and I haven't done that for a while. Forgive me. I know CES came and went. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, but there's so much ridiculousness going on in other mediums. There's kind of like, do I want to talk about Ryzen Plus, you know, Zen Plus, or do I want to talk about all this wackiness? Because Zen Plus does look good. It doesn't look bad. All the old Zen chips and stuff are on sale. They're just immediately on sale. I think what, an 1800X is $350. That's a pretty good fucking price, dude. Considering my 4790K when I got it was like $340. 4-core 8-thread versus an 8-core 16-thread. It'd be a great workstation CPU. The only downside is fucking RAM is so expensive, and a Taiwanese company or RAM maker, I can't remember what the company's name is, they came out like 2 days ago saying they expect RAM to go up in price. So my suggestion to you, and what I'm thinking of doing, is if you plan on upgrading your PC, it might be a good time to buy RAM now, you know, like DDR4 for later. Sad to fucking say, you gotta hoard this shit or something. If you were 100% sure you're gonna build a new PC, now's the time to probably buy RAM, because the price is gonna go up expectingly, what they're saying. But oh god, I wish I had the article, but that's not the point of this video. I wanted to just tell people, if you're interested in computer stuff, check out PimptatoPCs. Like seriously, I'm liking what this guy is doing very much. This is impressive. See, this is the sort of small channel I was expecting to find while I was looking around on YouTube yesterday, but I just came across a whole bunch of bullshit. There was like another good channel, this girl who would do meteorology and stuff, but her problem was she'd only upload once a month or once every 3 months, and it's like, damn, and it's too bad. But you know, the YouTube game now is regular uploads. So anyway, PimptatoPCs. Give this guy a check out if you're interested in this sort of stuff. And I gotta go, my voice is drying out.